Hi guys and welcome back to the Aussie NASCAR channel for episode 23 of my NASCAR Diecast reviews. Cam Waters 2024 AUKUS / BuildSubmarines.com Ford Mustang. So because Cam Waters has only one Cup start and a few Truck Series starts to his name in NASCAR, I thought I'd give you some of his career statistics in Australian V8 Supercars, where he has a best points finish of second in 2020 and 2022, 186 career starts, 29 pole positions, 56 podiums, and 17 career wins. I hope this gives you some insight into who Cam Waters is. I really love this diecast. A, because he's an Australian driver. B, because the number 60 hasn't had a 164 diecast made in what feels like forever. And C, it was brought back from the depths of Lionel's DMP list, which makes it extra special to have in the studio right now. And I'd give this car a solid 8 out of 10 because I love the racing stripe design on the front bumper all the way up onto the bonnet and then onto the roof. The red outline is also evident on the numbers, which, by the way, look at the reflectiveness of that beautiful looking chrome number 60 there. And I also love the navy blue base colour they use for this paint. In an article published by Speed Cafe on the 13th of February this year, Cam Waters was revealed to have plans to run Mexico, COTA, Chicago, and Portland in the Xfinity Series. However, with COTA already being passed, that is clearly not happening. But then a few months later, on May 13th, it was confirmed that he would be running a Cup Series race in the Chicago Street Race this year, which is really exciting. And Will Brown is also set to make another Cup Series start at Chicago Street Course, and Brock Feeney, who drives the AAA Red Bull Racing car in V8 Supercars, is also rumoured to have plans to run the Xfinity Series race at Chicago as well. If you want to see more Aussie drivers come through the ranks of NASCAR, be sure to watch the Chicago Street Race this year. And without further ado, let's jump in to this diecast review. Starting in the front of the diecast, we have Ford number 60, RFK, and Sunoco. Then on the bonnet, we have Ford Performance, AUKUS, BuildSubmarines, and the Australian, British, and American flags. Then on the front windscreen, we have Ford, Waters, and a windscreen wiper, which is a really nice addition for Lionel to add those in to some specific diecasts since 2023. Then on the roof, we have number 60 and BuildSubmarines. Unfortunately, the number 60 isn't in the same awesome looking chrome colour as it is on the sides, and it's not directly in the centre of the roof, but that's okay. Then on the rear window, we have Waters, and on the rear deck lid, we have AUKUS and BuildSubmarines.com, as well as on the rear bumper of this diecast, as well as stage 60, number 60, and Ford, and the sorely missed rookie stripes. Then we flick around to the left side of this diecast, where we have Goodyear, NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR Salutes, number 60, BuildSubmarines.com, AUKUS, Fastenal, Castro Edge, Ford Performance, not Forge, Mac Tools, Faro, and then on the name rail we have Cam Waters and Ford on the B post, as well as Tradie towards the rear of the diecast, which for those who don't know, Tradie is an Australian beer company. So then we flick around to the right side of this diecast, where we get to have one last really good look at this awesome looking number 60 Ford Mustang. It's just an unbelievable design. I love how they've kept the same pattern as they have with all RFK Ford Mustangs, But they have this pattern on the side that show the contingencies down the bottom here. That's really nice. The only reason I'd give it a 8 out of 10 and not a 10 out of 10 is I feel like they could have positioned the sponsorship a bit better. So like the Build Submarines logo to me is kind of on its own a little bit. The AUKUS symbol could have been moved to where the Build Submarines one is. They could have just swapped positions and this car would have just looked that little bit better. But it's still an awesome looking diecast. I hope Cam Waters does well in the Chicago Street Course. And with that, that'll be the end of today's diecast review. If you like this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up to stay up to date with all the latest Aussie NASCAR content. And I'll see you in the next one.